What device do you use for your son to listen to audiobooks? Thank you, Annie, for this great question. I do agree with you that I don't want my son to have free reign of the tablet in order to listen to audiobooks. So let me show you guys how we have our audiobook system set up. Hi guys, Kathleen S here. I'm a homeschool graduate, homeschool mom, and learning enthusiast. And yes, we listen to a lot of audiobooks in our household. Now, I got this question from one of you guys in the comments on a video. So I wanted to jump in and do this while the kids are upstairs occupied with the new toys that are rotated out. So I'm taking a break from housework and doing all that to answer your question, Annie. The first thing we use to listen to audiobooks is an actual CD player with CDs. I have that set up on a shelf over here for my son to access whenever he wants. Let me show you that really fast. This is the CD player I have set up for my son. So it is just very simple buttons and a lift lid. And again, we borrow these CDs from the library and he can pop them in whenever he wants. It's simple enough that actually my almost 2-year-old knows how to work it. I don't let her put CDs in yet, but that is an option. So he can plug in those CDs whenever he wants, and we get those from the library. The second thing we use to listen to actually a majority of our audiobooks are Bluetooth devices. So we use this during meal times, and inevitably after mealtime, this stays on for however long my son's interested. And I completely control what plays from here from my own phone. So he does not have access to my phone, but he can specifically request to put on Little House in the Big Woods. That's what he's been listening to at lunchtime lately. So that is one option. The other one is Bluetooth headphones. We use this when he goes to bed at night and he again requests specific books. And lately it's been Zoe and Sassafras, that series. So I control what plays from the Bluetooth. I don't believe he's old enough yet to be able to discern good books and be responsible enough to do that. The third device that we do use, but we don't really use this for audiobooks yet, is the tablet. This is an old, ancient tablet that my husband and I used to use. And we just completely stripped it to bare bones. So the only thing on here right now is the YouTube Kids app. If you're curious on how we use that with our son, check the description. I have a link down there on how we add adult YouTube videos to this specifically, and also limit everything offered in the YouTube Kids app. So eventually I might add the Hoopla or Libby app on here because those are read aloud books. So they actually show the picture book pages and then read with it. But I am not comfortable with having my 4-year-old have free reign of those apps because you can't lock them down to kid-friendly content. Hoopla has an option to toggle to kids, but it's an easy toggle back. So yes, I agree. I don't want to have them free reign access to that. So if I am going to do an audiobook, it would probably be me supervising with him set up in the living room or at the table back there. There's one other option. Just a second. Okay, sibling rivalry dealt with. So there's one other option if you are purchasing an audiobook that you could use, and it is an app called Astiga. My husband found this for me because we had a whole bunch of CDs, left over from the 90s and 2000s that we have not been able to use with any device or app out there because they're all streaming nowadays. So Astiga, and I'll link that down below, is an app that you can use to listen to your own purchased stuff. And I use this for Pelagia's audiobooks. So it's just put into cloud storage and we connect Astiga to that cloud storage, and I can basically, it's an MP3 playing device. Now, it's a little bit complicated, so yes, you can completely limit what's offered there to your kid, and you can put that on some device for them, but you need to make sure that they are able to navigate it, because it's not streamlined and perfectly user-friendly, and there's a little bit of technology you need to set it up, but that is an option out there if you're interested. I hope that answered your question thoroughly, Annie. If you guys have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Just drop them down in the comments or send me a message someplace else.